Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see the Dusty of the day is none other than Travis Hunter and his preference, aka now his wife. You guys know this story, it literally went viral. I would say maybe late last year or earlier this year because this preference, whenever she would go out here and Travis has the game, I think even Stevie Wonder can see that this preference, she don't necessarily like this meal. I'm pretty sure she were thinking about the lifestyle that he could have potentially provide for her. And do I blame her? Absolutely not. So magically, after he came out here, he signed a major contract. This preference was like, yep, we're not losing any time. They went, they got married. I remember the lowest hanging group of society because we already know these male are always coming out here living through these male on the big screen. So there were a plethora of lowest hanging group of society coming out here begging Travis not to marry his preference because at the end of the day, this woman, she came out here and say that she wasn't really interested in this male because he's not really her physical type. But once again, this is exactly why Black woman, I continue to say, when it pertains to these type of matter, we need to take notes from these women because Black women, they be so concerned about love this, love that, oh, what my children are gonna look like. And I don't really think there's a problem with that, but I think there is indeed an issue when you're willing to come and get with a Black man simply because he's Black, not expecting him to be a provider, be a protector. If you want to come out here and have kids, I also personally, I don't feel like you should come out here and allow these males to make you a baby mama. I truly feel like if you do want to procreate kids with the lowest hanging group of society, personally, I would make it mandatory that first I be a wife. I know for a fact that me and my kids were not going to suffer financially. I'm going to make sure that my kids will have access to the best school. We're going to also need to own several properties, but hey, that's just me. That and for so many other reasons, I will never encourage Black women to come out here and settle for a lowest hanging group of society simply because they're Black, they're male, and they have oxygen in their body. Absolutely not. Nonetheless, guys, we already know he came out here earlier this year. He decided that he was going to marry his preference. We shortly then saw a lot of these male coming out here asking Travis why did he make this huge mistake that he would ultimately regret it. So fast forward now, I came across this dust bucket that you guys are viewing here on your screen on TikTok. So he just titled his video, as you guys can see, Travis Hunter marriage done already? Question mark. Nonetheless, guys, listen to what this dust bucket had to say about Travis and his preference, and then we will come back with more.
So Travis Hunter, now wife, posts this video of her crying, and basically the video, she's saying she wishes she was the her, she can hug the her from 6 months ago, and it's like, bro, you just got married to a man that makes over $40 million. You're both young. I have no kids. You should be happy, but it's like she's not happy. And why is she happy? Because she doesn't like him, and we already know she doesn't like him because. One, Travis told us that she's an alcoholic, so she's usually on alcohol. Two, when she's sober, she only tells us how much she doesn't like Travis and how much he wasn't her first option and how much she even said, hey, I quote, he's not my type. He wasn't my type. That's why I left him in my DMs for 2 months. And then she eventually said, she started talking to him, and I'm assuming someone tapped her and said, hey, that's Travis goddamn Hunter. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense to why she would post this. And I'll be honest with you, I thought they wanted divorce later on, but it's looking like it's going to happen sooner than later. And when she walks away, she's going to walk away a millionaire. It's like, oh my God, you married an alcoholic who doesn't like you, basically. Basically, he married an alcoholic who doesn't like him. When she's sober, all she is doing is being mean to him on TV. It's like just so dumb, but.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, these males are still coming out here being very much bothered at the fact that this preference say that Travis Hunter is not necessarily her physical type, but you know what is her type? That lifestyle though. And once again, do I blame her? Absolutely not. What I think is so interesting about this is that when the lowest hanging group of society, aka Simone Biles' husband, who shall remain nameless, when that male came out here, went on a podcast and wanted the entire universe to know that he wasn't interested in Simone Biles. He didn't even know who Simone Biles was. He ultimately said that Simone was continuously coming out here reaching out to him, but he wasn't interested. But then he said after she was continuously messaging him, he said he decided to look into it. And once he saw that she had so much followers, mind you, his word, not mine, is when he decided to quote unquote look into her. Because once again, do you guys know that this male had the audacity to say that he had no idea who the Simone Biles was? I think it is very interesting because when he came out here and he were talking about how Simone Biles drove almost an entire hour to meet him, she wasn't necessarily his type, he had no interest. Notice how the lowest hanging group of society didn't have a problem with that. But when one of the women that they continue to pedestalize ultimately come out here and echo the same sentiment, and they want to come out here and be going into a consistent frenzy, nonetheless, you guys know the hypocrisy is undeniable. I also wanted to bring a few comments on here for you guys. So as y'all can see, the first commentator say, don't feel sorry for him. This one say he needs to put the money in his mama's account now. One say this is not what she said in this video. She said she's healed now, putting God first, and wishes she could hug the old her because she's so at peace now. This one say the entire internet tried to warn him. This one say y'all are misunderstanding real bad. The video of her crying was from 6 months ago when y'all were bullying the F out of her, and she's saying she wished she could hug herself from 6 months ago because now she's married and with ultimately getting the lifestyle that she always wanted. And this one said, F Travis Hunter, he got to be the stupidest boy ever. This one says she was crying about the hate she was receiving in December, not about her marriage. This one says she wants the lifestyle, just not with him. And we already know she's gonna do the same thing, right? Whenever she secure that baby, whenever she come out here and put in a few years, we already know she's gonna go and give a non-black male the lifestyle and the money of this lowest hanging group of society. This is why personally I think it's comical when I see these type of situation, because we already know how they're ultimately gonna end, right? This one say, good for her, get your money, girl. This one say, it's not that she doesn't like him. 6 months ago, y'all bullied this girl off the internet. Not only that, but marriage is huge. It's okay to mourn a virgin of herself. Y'all so concerned about a man who don't know y'all. Y'all ain't getting his money either. So why do y'all care? This right here is why I continue to talk about these male be coming out here defending living vicariously through these male, because at the end of the day, they know for a fact that they will never amount to anything, right? So naturally, the dust bucket decided that he was going to respond to her, because if you look at her profile photo, I will go out here and say that she would be a preference. This is the type of woman that they continuously come out here and say that are the better women, right? So he ultimately responded to her by saying, she is literally in every video telling us she kept him in her DM for 2 months, made him sit in the car while she parties. Look at the part behind me in the video. She don't even want to look him in the eyes again. These male are such a hypocrite, because whenever one of them come out here and say the same thing about a black woman, notice how none of them has anything to say, but then one of the women come out here that they know for a fact that these women are only with them because of their financial security. Let's just be honest. But when these preferences come out here and say the same thing about them, oh, then all hell breaks loose. This one say, wait, is she the victim? This one say, that's all on Travis. This one say, y'all are more concerned with her divorcing him, quote unquote, taking his money more than she is. 6 months ago, y'all was bullying that lady every single day, and she pulled herself off that dark place y'all placed her in, and yet here you're all doing it again. Pitiful. And lastly, guys, I want to conclude with these comments that you guys are viewing here. So as you guys can see, this Dusty say no prenup was also vile. He responded by saying, laughing my ass off, this Dusty Hair said, for real? And lastly, as you guys can see, this Dusty Hair say, City Girls at 1 million. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we still have the Dust Bucket coming out here crying because Travis Hunter decided that regardless of them coming out here pleading with him not to marry his preference, decided that he was going to still go out here and put this better woman literally to be the primary beneficiary. We already know it is indeed until they do have a child, which I'm pretty sure in a few months we're also going to be privy to that information. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this Dusty coming out here saying that Travis Hunter and his preference, their marriage hasn't even lasted, not even 6 months, and it's already done. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. What are your thoughts and opinion are? Please get in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs and then still let them get the credit for it.